Eagle Royalties will hit the ground with 50 royalties, all focused in Western Canada, a very diverse spectrum of commodities, you name it, critical metals, silver, lead, zinc, precious metals, also diamonds, even we've got gypsum in there, we've got basically anything you can mine, we have royalties on.
StockPulse.com, we were on location, PDAC 23. Wow, 23 already, Tim.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, hard to believe. But anyway, I got Tim Termundi here. He's the chief executive over at Eagle Plains, and actually got a spin-off here. So let's get into that right away.
Yeah, we got a lot going on right now. We're working towards getting the spin-out completed. I've been working on it for a year or so. We've been public about it for the last, 5 or 6 months, but we're getting close to completion of this thing. Our record date is March 17th, so that is the last day to own Eagle Plains shares to get a 1/3 share of Eagle Royalties. Our special meeting is planned for the third week of April, and we expect to be listed on the CSE, Canadian Securities Exchange, first week of May. We don't know the symbol yet, but the company is obviously Eagle Royalties. I've talked about that before, but we're basically taking the royalties that Eagle Plains has accumulated over the last 30 years as a public company, and we're creating a separate royalty company. We're spinning out our royalty assets. The Eagle Royalties will hit the ground with 50 royalties, all focused in Western Canada, a very diverse spectrum of commodities, you name it, critical metals, silver, lead, zinc, precious metals, also diamonds, even we've got gypsum in there, we've got basically anything you can mine, we have royalties on. Lithium, we have lithium projects that are in there with royalties, so I'm very excited about that. We've had a lot of these royalties for many years, but people just don't value them. We don't get any value for them. We have learned in the past with our previous spinouts that if we separate these assets, put the spotlight on them separately, it's a lot easier for shareholders and investors to actually value them more accurately. And we've done it in the past. I'm very optimistic that this will work out for shareholders.
Yeah, where'd the idea come from here? You said you've had this for 30 years and it took this long to go, so what spawned this?
Well, we've been, like I said, I'd call it stockpiling, inventorying these things, but, royalty companies right now, you're starting to see more and more of them, but, they're not easy to get, royalties. They're expensive. Everyone's got to be negotiated with the prospector, with a landholder, and they're not easy to get a hold of. And I think a lot of the bigger royalty companies, like we're upstarts, we're coming out of the gate, but a lot of these bigger royalty companies, they see growth through acquisition. And we're basically building this company to be bought. Like previous spin-outs we've done, we've set them up so that they're acquirable by other companies. And we're not making any secrets about that. We're building this thing up to basically be an attractive target for these bigger companies.
So getting back on the main model of Eagle Plains, project generator, spun out Taga, and now you got some drilling to talk about here. Exciting.
Yeah, for sure. We're explorers at heart. I'm a geologist. My father was a geologist. We started the company together 30 years ago. We're always on the hunt, and one of the projects that I'm most excited about that I've been involved with for the longest, for 30 years, is our Vulcan Project in southeast British Columbia. We used some money that we gained from our Taiga sale last year. Eagle Plains got a really nice cash payment for our shares we had in Taiga, so we had a fair bit of money in treasury. Right now we've got $11 million in cash. We're in a position right now where we can take a few punts ourselves, which normally, as we try and find partners as much as we can, shed the risks, spare the rewards, share the rewards and spread the risk around. But we're in a position right now where we can take a few home run shots ourselves, and this is a project that we decided last year. We put a $1.1 million budget together, drilled a few holes, and one of the holes hit some really, really interesting mineralization, sort of indicative that we're near a SEDEX vent. And so, we're targeting a Sullivan-style SEDEX deposit. Sullivan's 30 kilometers from the Vulcan Project, very close, same rocks, exactly same stratigraphic position. So we're very encouraged by what we saw last year. We're going in to continue drilling in that area. We're basically trying to vector towards the vent. We have every indication that there's a vent nearby, and our drilling program is budgeted right now at least $1.5 million. Again, our money out of our treasury, 100% owned. The royalty stays with the project. It's not getting spun out, so we're keeping it intact. But we expect 5 to 6 holes, 3,000 meters, 10,000 feet as a phase one. If we like what we're seeing early on, we'll get a second drill in there and we'll hit it real hard this summer.
Wow, that's exciting.
Should be fun, yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, we'll look forward to tracking that hidden treasure for you.
You bet. Looking forward to it.
Tim Tremundi runs the show over Eagle Plains, Chief Executive Officer, EPL, Toronto Venture Exchange, and we'll look forward to tracking your success. Thanks, Tim.
You bet. Thanks, Rob.